Down to round two, heat number 5, and two guys that grew up together in the European Junior Series, Aritz Aranburu and Jeremy Flores, going head-to-head. They came up under the same sponsor. They know each other really well, and now they're looking to eliminate each other in competition on the championship tour. As we catch up to Flores, just getting out of a little inside right. That'll be an incomplete score. He had a 2.67 during the break. And we'll check it out right now, Potts.
Yeah, you know, Jeremy just trying to get the ball rolling. He's, been sitting back watching these early heats, realizing that there are upsets in the making here today. Jeremy understands the severity of this round. And this is Aritz right behind him. You know, don't underestimate Aritz. He's had some big heats here. These two guys, good mates, both Quicksilver team riders, have traveled the world together. And Aritz advantaged the surfer in blue.
A solid score for the Spaniard, a 7.5 for Aritz Aranburu on his opening wave.
That's one of the best waves we've seen this morning, Joe. We saw a Mason Ho with a 7.4 for a good air reverse to take down Julian Wilson. And that is one of the biggest upsets in the day. World number 4, Gonski. World number 3, gone. Mick Fanning and Adriano de Souza have an opportunity here to create a little bit of a gap, Joe, going into pipeline. But I've got a funny feeling about this event. There's going to be some upsets. Aritz Aranburu, wave number 2 for him. Brings it through the inside. Aritz has had some good results here in the past, upsetting Kelly Slater last year, so he is no slouch out here, Joe. Yeah, you know, I think off to a slow start. You know, Jeremy's someone, as we know, wears his heart on his sleeve, but he's got to relax. Plenty of time remaining.
Let's see if he can fire up on this left. Easy bottom turn into a backhand carve. Chips it off the lip. He'll create some space down the line. Clean backside snap to finish for Flores, turning in his best number so far. Jeremy needed a 4.84 to get a lead change. And Aritz still just counting on one number, the big 7.5 with 23 minutes to go.
Yeah, some good surfing there from Aritz on that opening wave. Jeremy looking a little frustrated. Left-hander here. I think conditions improving with a higher tide, giving these guys a little bit more scoring opportunity. Finished off nicely right there, so 3 pretty solid turns. And a 4.67 for his effort, so not enough to get himself up into that first place. Aritz still waiting very patiently to open his account for wave number 2.
So now checking out Jeremy Flores on a right. Little highline wrap, he'll sink. 4.67 before, 2.84 to get the lead change. Aranburu still out in front with a solid start, and he's in position. Said it was really nothing, it was minor, and we saw him go for big air. So right after that moment, so looking solid. He's into round 3 as we check out the last of Jeremy Flores here, Potts.
Yeah, this was enough to turn the heat, Joe. Just a 3.83. So Jeremy, 2 different approaches right now. Aritz Aranburu playing the patient game. Knows with that 7.50, he just needs a small score to get himself into that lead again. And Jeremy adopting that really busy attitude.
During one of those years, so he was just staying super busy. Now really comfortable. Back in that top-seeded picture, and this is Aritz Aranburu. Ton of speed, covering some ground. Hits it off the roof, looking to finish. Playing catch-up work. Really got the distance. That board's looking really fast under his feet.
Yeah, nothing special in that wave though, Joe. He only needed a 1.0 to take the lead, so you could say that he's got the lead back. You know, Jeremy with just a 4.67 and 3.8. You know, it's you got to look at, you know, turns. I mean, nice transition maneuvers down the line.
His best result ever back in 2009 when he made the semifinals at Chopu. So we look at the replay, Potts.
Yeah, Aritz racing down the line. Watch this turn here. Gets almost air under the board right there. That was unique right there. Aritz Aranburu showing some skills right there. Light on his feet. 3.70. So Aritz takes the lead back off Jeremy. Jeremy sitting very patiently with a number 40 on his back. That's the zip code for Hosigor.
That's right. Now a 16:40 to go. Aritz is going to check out the left. Little crack off the roof, and he's down. So now starting off with a big number and trying to seal the deal here. Aranburu, we talked about him getting the call up at Chopu, ended up taking out Mick Fanning. Also had the call up at the Fiji Pro, and he wasn't the first call. He was actually surfing that crazy left-hander in Africa.
Yep.
Changed all of his plans, had his girlfriend bring his quiver to meet him there, got in taxi cab rides, and was able to show up to compete.
Wow. So she needs a bunch of roses after that. It was amazing to have your girlfriend travel with a board bag full of boards halfway around the world. That's some big props there.
That's right.
She's a keeper.
That's right. One of the top Spanish models. As we look at Jeremy Flores now, snaps it off the lip and he's out. So you could already see him firing himself up to start. Got a couple of 1s and 2s. Got a 4, 6, 7 to kind of break that streak into the last 2 events of the season.
Yeah, and then he comes up in Hawaii with an event that he's won before. I mean, Pipeline and Chopu, what 2 events to win for Jeremy. Here he goes again.
Flores now trying to get a 6.54 for the lead. Jams it behind the section, off the lip, snap, and into the closeout finishing move. Quickly in transition, and he's out of there. Flores now starting to heat up, looking for a lead change.
Know each other very well.
Now making a move. Aritz Aranburu chooses the backhand weapon. Deep off the bottom. Nice snap off the lip. Late hit, and he's down. So after the dreamy start, leaving it open, and Jeremy seems like he's heating up. Now hitting the 14-minute mark in round 2, heat number 5. Flores missing the J-Bay Open due to injury. Now the judges taking some time to watch the replay here.
Well, this is the judges have required this replay here from Aritz Aranburu. Because why? They're going to compare it to Jeremy's last wave, and that's what they'll do. 7.5 for Aritz. Jeremy, very similar wave. Nice opening turn right there around the section. Another snap, and then up and over the top. So 3 solid turns for Jeremy. Aritz with maybe the single biggest turn on that wave, but then Jeremy with 3 solid ones. So it's going to be close. Jeremy needing a 6.5 to go into the lead, and gets a 6.33, Joe.
Not quite enough for Jeremy Flores to get the lead change, but he is heating up. Now just needs a 4.88. He's been very active with his body language in this heat. Showed frustration when he missed an inside wave, and just hit the water when he heard he didn't get the score to turn it. This could be all just to keep him fired up to answer back, and he already has a chance right here on this left. Snaps it hard off the lip. Squares up vertical and punches out the inside corner. You can tell Jeremy is on fire. Board looks solid, needs a 4.88. Aritz Aranburu to answer back. Nice jam off the lip. Comes down with the roof. A little messy section. He's out of there. So the 2 Europeans going back and forth.
Aritz right behind him, trying to improve on a 3.70. It's a very close heat. Let's have a look at the replay here from Jeremy. Nice snap right there, throwing a lot of spray, and then more vertical. So nice variety. Joined the dots perfectly on that wave there. Aritz right behind him. Will snap as well, up and over the top. Maybe not as dynamic. So I think advantage in that exchange goes to Jeremy Flores. Is it going to be a 4.88? And can Aritz better his 2-wave total? So it's in the judges' hands right now.
So very close battle as they go back and forth. Score starting to drift in for Aritz Aranburu. Looks like he got enough out of that left to improve on his 3.7. So Flores will need a little more than the 4.88 that he needed before. So both surfers getting important waves on their backhand. And Flores trying to dig deep to avoid an equal 25th result. Scores in now for Aritz of 4.5. Flores needed a 5.68. He'll take another look on this right now. Off the bottom, front side hook. Flores into the inside wall, jams it off the lip. He's looking for more. Floats that inside corner, and he'll get out of there. Jeremy's now going to get the message that he already got the lead off the left. Came in at a 6.43. To move on to round 3, 7:24 remaining. While we were away, Potts, we had Aritz get active here.
Yeah, Aritz on his backhand, looking for a 5.26 now. That's not a huge score, but it's been proven difficult to get those mediocre scores out here this morning. Thomas Hermes searching for a 4.33 towards the end of his heat. So, you know, it's just a testament on how tricky it is out there right now.
Little wave popping up, and Jeremy's just going to keep his eye on Aritz Aranburu. Aritz looks interested, but Jeremy's going to let him go here. Now setting up his first turn, snaps it off the lip. Needs a 5.26. He'll get the turn off and try to create some space. He has the distance now, but Jeremy looks like he's onto him, Potts.
See, that was a tactical move there from Aritz. Great taking off on that little wave, trying to create that distance.
Well, they're scored on their top two, and Flores with priority in the final minute and the lead rarely lets this one slip behind him. Jeremy's checking out the condition of this wave. He'll let Aritz go. Hammers the first section, but only good for one move.
Nerves of steel right there. Wow, that was nervous moments there from Jeremy letting Aritz go on that wave, knowing that he only needs a 5.26. It's marginal conditions, you know, it's the same for everyone. And I think that the difference is the guy that really wraps his head around it and comes out and kind of gets excited, knowing that the other guys are a little down in the dumps about, you know, how bad the waves are. You've got to be that guy that gets excited.
And two longtime competitors shake hands and call it a day. Flores moves on to round 3.